Today we will be playing some Alumni. Now, Shieldwall got buffs a while back. We got some reversions to like Secret Service and stuff. We never really got around to trying the mages after that, which was some deck that would benefit from those. So we wanted to try it out today, and I thought we'd do a little bit of fun with Alzur. So let's go through the deck here. We're going to be playing mostly standard stuff here. Amphibious Assault, Chapter of Wizards, Gerhardt, Donamir, Shani, Decree to find Donamir because it's not in assault range anymore. Alzur is a little bit off the wall there, and that's why we're playing Muzzle over Heatwave as well to synergize with the Alzur. Heatwave versus the Muzzle depends on what you're running up against, really. But today we're going to go with the Muzzle, see if we can get some Alzur points there. Because of the Alzur, we are giving up on the Necromancy, which is a great card, but I couldn't fit it without cutting both Secret Services. And I think with the Secret Service buffs, we do want to run them, at least one. So I'm going to run two here. As far as Secret Services in this deck, the rest of this is pretty standard, right? Alumni's, the spells, 1 Spores, a ladder for some bit of movement, and then the 2 students. So as far as the couple things to mention here, the Secret Service I like and I don't like. I like in the fact that you can control when they come out with a Shieldwall charge, and then you can have their order ready. I don't like the fact they come out with a Shieldwall charge, because often that means the opponent will have a chance to ping them before they can use their unlock. But at the end of the day, they're probably still good. If you don't want to run them, you could go with a Necromancy and then a random 5 version card. Not random, you know what I mean, like one that you'd like. Necromancy not being in here is one downside, because it does work well with Alzur as well, but I think we'd rather have the Secret Services, but we'll see. That is something to keep in mind as you play these games. But overall, same strategy as always, get those students, get them big, and then bring out the alumni later. So let's see if we can pull this off, and how effective it will be. Goliador playing some Nilfgaard. Probably, I'm, by the way, the fact that we're still seeing a lot of Renfri, not necessarily in these videos, but since I started coming back and playing some games, we've played a good amount of Renfri. Very surprising to me. I thought maybe finally she would be not popular. Looks like I was wrong. The casting contest is okay. I think we saved that for later. We've got a really nice hand. And it's also nice against Nilfgaard that we have the 2 Secret Services. What are we doing, buddy? Hyperthin?
Of course, as you wish, master.
Albric? Questions at Albric Renfri. That was popular for a while. Good news is with these decks is that they really don't have much control. You have to spend so many provisions for the Hyperthin setup. Thinning is not free. It's cheaper than it used to be, but it's not free still. It's kind of hard for them to fit a lot of control in the decks. We should be good on the Leticia. Plus, you just need a lot of cards to do thinning. You need stuff to draw and redraw the Albric, you need the combo setup, you need the payoffs. Not much space for other stuff in these decks in my experience.
I live to serve you.
Spells are a serious matter, to be undertaken proudly, with grace.
Do have one of each student. As usual, we'll play this one first, as the points boosting are more guaranteed than the value from damage. We have like a 20 damage student. It's probably not going to hit something that's 20. Plus, it requires him to have targets. Yep, so he can't really interact with
That
us.
was not in the spell books.
Now we come to the question of, do we want to thin with the Secret Services? Or do we just want to keep going?
Not I.
He might pass here. If he passes, we play down to 4. Golden Necker, Hyperthin, okay. There's the Siri. I don't think he can click with this, so that's nice for us.
Yield and save me some time.
You can't click both. You have to be able to click both targets for the bomb. That's not too bad for him. Debating here between either the rune word playing the Alzur. I think we'll play the Alzur actually.
I heard you're a fan of my work.
We won't have to shield here.
It would be best if you went
I like the Alzur because he has tempo threat on the tactical decision, and he just played pretty good value from Golden Necker. So before we start playing our spells, we'd like to have him out. He's only going to trigger twice. It's not too bad. Got some choices. Since we have the Leticia, I think this makes the most sense.
Give them no rest, no reprieve.
Since we're going second, we have pretty good control over when we do the Leticia. There's no high roll for him here. If it were to hit Mage Assassin, he'd do that out of the hand. I do think we need points, so we'll throw this down and grab another one of these.
We need sleep.
Now remember, if he passes, we have to do 2 turns, because we have Leticia, and then wait for the recharge on the Leticia. So I think we would use it here. Yeah, she gives us points to win the round, even if he does to slam his leader or something with Snowdrop. We don't do this with go down 2 cards, because Leticia takes time. We won't hit the points, we can't collect their orders, they won't get the patience increases. 5, 6, 8, pretty good values. We didn't increase the Banard there, but I was more worried about the tempo, so we'll play him here. We can get him back up. We have time on him. We can shanty him if he dies. Or shanty him round 2, I think is our plan. Just gonna throw for the Vilgeforts? Or throw in the Vilgeforts, I mean. That should be his only control. Ooh, that's not good. That's fine, though.
Justice. That is what I seek.
May as well give him the points. The round 2 we open with Shanny, get the Banard student back. We'll be all set. Because the Vilgefort should be his only control. And against Hyperthin, the round control is more important than like a perfect setup. Obviously that would have been nice to hit the Banard student out, but we're falling pretty far behind in tempo. There's another one that's nice. We only have this target. So I should put that back. I think we just begin with the Banard student. We begin with the Shanny one. I'll begin with the Shanny one.
Severed limbs, blood, and guts.
Bang. Kaboom. Shit.
Remove that Doomed. Give him a shield. He shouldn't have a lock. Like, the control should just be limited to the Vilgeforts. I'm more concerned about, like, Attorney Joust or something.
Do not make me beg.
Grab the other one just in case.
You've met your match, puppet.
Go leader, that's fine.
Your foot.
We do have Chapter Wizards Alumni,
Sing along.
which is good. I doubt we have an opportunity to seize the Snowdrop. It'd be really nice if we didn't leader here, but usually you play them together. Yep, there he is.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice. Snap and done. A clean kill.
Only one Mage Assassin. That's always annoying when you're playing the Hyperthin. We also have no mages left, so we guarantee we get an Alumni off of the Practice Makes Perfect, which is good.
No room for renegades. With no tolerance.
Might as well take this.
Did you see that? Anything alive would be dead now. Killer spell.
Without hesitation.
We do have Zeal on these guys now.
To die by your side. A pleasure.
Also make a copy.
An honor.
Boost the copy. Should be able to force this guy out here. He's used Golden Necker, so his tempo should be quite limited. Now, it would be really good for him if he kills that. Which he will. Now we can't practice makes perfect it. A bricks the practice makes perfect. We do want to use it. 5 plus 3 is 8. We can get the Snowdrop just in case he has points on it. Like just in case he can get value from that. He's gonna have to start playing his finishers now.
The wrong sorceress.
Yeah, you hate to see it. And we should just, yeah, get the 2-0 here. Nice and easy. Nilfgaardian Dog playing some Skellige. Interesting. As we get into this game here, I do want to mention one thing I've been thinking about, which is the Bannard Tutors. The 4 Persian guys that get +2 for each unique spell. I considered playing them, but I'm not sure what we cut, because I like Practice Makes Perfect. And I also quite like a lot of the other stuff in our deck at 4 provisions, right? The movement's nice, we have the students, so I think I'm going to give them their own dedicated deck at some point. I think that would probably be best. As far as this hand, we're just missing Donamir, which is unfortunately quite good to miss. So I think for now, put this back. Hey, there he is. This hand is missing the other student. We can grab it here, though. Put back an Alumni, because they're really good later, not immediately now, though. See what he's playing here. With Patricidal Fury, okay, it's raids. So this is going to be like a counter queue. It just depends if he has the way to kill the Donamir or not.
Never need ask me twice.
Not necessarily counter queue, because the shield walls do just block damage quite well, which is good against his deck. But he has enough damage, our stuff probably dies. It's just a matter of can he kill this or not.
No one is born a mage. The vast majority lack even the potential.
I don't think he has a way to kill both of these in one turn yet, so we can not use the shield wall charge yet. There's often with the Patricidal Fury, because you give him a Siren, there's often a Jenga Fret for a lock. So the longer we can keep our Secret Services ready to come out for that, be great. And that's the game. He can't kill Leticia, so it's game over. This is how a lot of these games go. Not particularly exciting. Row Evolution, nice name I guess. Old Faithful, playing some, we'll probably Enslave Assimilate. Never know, we can check. Yep, it's not Shupe, probably Enslave. Now, problem here is seizing Donamir, stuff like that. Not a great, it's not going to be a great experience for us in this game. But we will try our best. I'm almost wondering if we just Crystal Skull this guy to get out of Tourney Joust and Slave range. Tourney Joust and Slaves. Well, I guess if he does that, we can just take it back with Muzzle. Let's see if he goes for it. Does not. So in that case, and we'll just grab our Leticia.
No one is born a mage. The vast majority lack even the potential.
Do this.
Do not look now, my lady.
We're probably not getting much value here, but depends what he has in his hand. He could ping Assassination, or any Joust stuff. Could play both here, that'd be really bad for us. Magni Diplomacy. Okay, he could get another special here. Just cycling. We don't want to see Reinforced Ballista or Reaver. Okay, it's Reavers. Reavers isn't good because he can make copies of stuff. And they'll start pinging our shields and things like that. You should go for the Seize, then we Seize back. Yep. Throw that on for good measure. Then he has a 50-50 to ping our shield. There's Attorney Joust. Can he kill Leticia? I don't think so. So we do this.
The day is nigh when all
Question is, do we re-shield Donamir again? I think we do. A little concerned about an amnesty. Alright, well we get to keep the students, so this is good. We'll get the full 4. So this will be good enough setup. Yep, still 1 short. Pretty good. Play our band art student.
You've met your match.
Look at that. I don't want to spend our last leader charge, especially when it doesn't get us ahead. Yeah, there's the amnesty. So he was holding that, as expected. Quite a good seize from him there, value-wise. He's probably winning this on even, so let's let him do it at 5. So you got 4 and 6. Not the best. Especially not when we lose on even, but he has spent some of his better cards. Downside is he's gonna have Donamir he can create off of stuff. There's an Alzer. Do we keep an Alzer? I think so. Alzer helps if he pushes quite a bit.
You will not regret this, good sir.
My boots got sand aplenty in them.
He's already Vilgefortz and Stefan. We do want to play around Assassination though. I think we'll start with A, not you. We don't want to start with Rune Word. Guess we start with a Shanny. Let's make this boost a little bigger.
Rubbish in the shadows. Pass and forget. Not I.
Let's use our last leader on that. Now the question is it worth hitting a Fire Scorpion with this? Arguably it is. I think it might be. Alzer still dies to Assassination in this case. Let's boost him. Because what we can do is we can use the Secret Service to purify the student and then casting contest, or not casting contest, then there's the Vilgefortz. It's Stefan, there's the Vilgefortz. So
Interesting
See that? Anything alive would be dead now. Killer spell.
we can shuffle back with practice here. Once we purify. I think we do want to kill
To die by your
Fire
side.
Scorpion.
A pleasure, a privilege, an honor.
a little concerned about the damage coming out, like maybe another amnesty. Can reshuffle this. We do want a casting contest this student.
Sorcerer is a sword with no
Do want to play this as well. We go for a copy of Meditating Mage. I think this is safer.
I am here to lend a helping hand.
You have the other alumni. Got the two students. I don't really want to pull the second one, the second alumni out. We can shuffle back the first one though. Not ideal. Now he probably will pass before we get the second use of Shanny, but that is there if he keeps going.
Kill them! Kill them all!
We played this melee in case we have to kill like a hefty Helga or something, but I'm not seeing it. Should have gone ranged at this point, I think. We have casting contests, but I think we just do the rune word. We could go for a meditating mage. At this point we are not that far ahead though, so we'll take another spellweaver.
Your wish, my duty.
Yeah, there's the Ardle. Quite the good Ardle. Quite a good one. So let's see here. We probably have the casting contest. Question is, we have to use the chapter. I think so, because right now it's making a spellweaver.
Naturally, of course.
I think we have to. Then we'll do casting. Don't have enough points otherwise. There's the amnesty. It's really just forcing the issue here. But now we have the Shanny. Bring back this.
As you command.
And the Shanny should do it for us. We do have one alumni. We don't want to use this amphibious assault.
Wager I can cast from with me foot.
You shouldn't have to, I don't think. I guess you could make us play it. In round 3, we still have a Gerhardt and an Alumni, potentially, for power plays. Because we guarantee the Alumni with Assault, so we don't want to use it. Spores might be useful. Casting contests on Alumni is good. We're looking for a Gerhardt, though. Spores could be useful. It's not the best. We would go Artusa on this. We'll play it first.
Folks say we live like princesses. If only they knew.
There's no Torres in his deck. There's the Rience.
Time for a rematch, Lady Yennefer.
I think we take the damage.
Why do they not fall?
We could put it range for the boost, but he'll probably get rid of it if we do that. Do you have casting contest, another alumni? I think he's got us.
But we shall prevail.
We have to do this, because if we do any boosting, he just resets. We can't use the ranged boost alumni orders because they don't do anything. He's gonna win this one.
Long live acceptance.
Do casting contest. This. You certainly got this. Yeah, and there's Nausicaa. GG. We needed the chapter to carry over, but he bled it out round 2. That was good. The Rience is so strong in a 3-card round. Red Party Mask, playing some Double Cross. Let's see. We have access to Donamir or Leticia. Really want both. Nice, we have both. He should have ways to kill us, though. Yeah, that's annoying. It would be great if we could get a way to kill that. What we'd really love is to set up a muzzle on it. That would be incredibly good. I almost want to do Donamir, Gerhardt. We're playing Donamir. Think about the Gerhardt. Because if it goes a turn, we can Alzur's Thunder, then seize it. It's such a strong round 1. See how lucky we get here. That's alright. We probably still do Leticia first, though.
Spells are a serious matter to be undertaken.
Do we shield this?
Grace.
I think we do.
Do not look now, my lady.
At 3, there's a bunch of stuff that could hit her. We still have Double Cross to worry about. With Double Cross while we have Muzzle in hand, that's quite scary. We can go bleeding. It'll be very unfortunate if he bleeds us one and then copies our muzzle. We'll be really sad. We're doing this so we can set up the C's on the guy. I think it's worth it.
Target acquired.
We're 5. Hopefully we see an Alzur's Thunder here. We do not. That is quite unfortunate. Well, we went for it. Did not pan out. I think we just boost our defender.
The day is nigh when all shall behold my beauty.
I was really hoping we get a nice Alzur's Thunder meet muzzle there. We can always muzzle the Carablista too. But we're trying to get the students going here. Yeah, so Shupe makes sense.
Mysteries of this world, boundless they are.
We're at 4. We could play that now. I think we will.
Wager I can cast them with my foot.
Take it before. We know that he's going to get through us defenses pretty soon. Just do it now. He plays the Mage Assassin from hand. You love to see it.
Foul the flesh well charred.
We could shanty it back. Is that worth it? I kind of think it is.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe something.
So, will we warm up with a
We want to
fire
use this
spell?
here. Is that 2? It's very vulnerable.
Rubbish in, rubbish out. Pass and forget. Not I.
Could be worse. Could be a lot better. We muzzle here. Then this is at 5. We could just let it get bigger because we have the points right now. Let's remove the doomed. And then the nice thing here is this, the shield blocks the damage from this, and this will also not trigger it. We'd like to do this next turn. I want the muzzle point swing. What are we making?
13 years now I've served in Novigrad.
Damien could be good for us, to be honest. Like, that's not bad. Those are just whatever. Anything for abduction to hit though? Yeah, he can abduction and Evar. That's scary. Hero Roach, Falibor. So he kept Reynard. That's interesting. Very interesting. We want to do that. It's only 5 points. We could let them tick again. I think we use this one. We don't really care about more than 6 damage. 6 should be a good enough threshold. Rather get more boost points. The only thing we have to remember is, once we've played this Rune Word, we can't play more cards because it'll die to this guy. Rune Word's our last playable card, which we'll do next turn. Here's Reynard.
We must trust each other.
He's gonna copy the Damien. It's pretty good for him, to be honest. Questions here, do we pass here or go another card and let him use his leader? Or reset his leader, I should say. He still has Shupe. So basically what we're doing is we're trading a Rune Word for a random card in his hand, and he gets a leader charge back. Because he got the 1 point from Reynard to protect this. It's not worth giving him the leader charge. Yeah, see, this is why we didn't want to do it. We get an extra card here, but it was not worth giving him a leader charge for this.
This ship, a fine vintage it would have made.
My guess is he just opens round 2 with trying to get more Damiens. We want to get this Damien out of our hand. That is for sure.
I forgive you. This time.
Could Damien with a leader to protect it. I like that.
Tucson is my ward. Under my
It would be
Thins us
better
here.
to look after a bit of air.
'Cause the thing is, he's going to have a Kira, a Vernon Roche, a Falibor, and Tisea. They're not great, like, for him. He went for the random. I mean, that does backfire sometimes. That's kind of how it works. Let's just play the Elzer.
bow to your half-assed self-proclaimed
We went for the 50-50 and lost. It happens.
Your blade is just an
Pretty good for him there. Play our Rune Word.
Yes.
Probably do want to try getting ahead here. Illusionist. I feel like he's just gonna forfeit or something here. Amphibious Assault's amazing if he copies it, but guess he didn't want to. This does boost by 4. We can just do it on this, we'll be fine. Not to mention the Elzer spawn.
Another test. So soon.
We're up 2 here. That should be good enough. Especially if you draw a chapter of Wizards. These are not the cards we're looking for, though. Definitely not. Problem is, like, I guess we open this. We want to have a unit out. This one's pretty good.
As you command.
So he's double crossing us and he's forfeiting based on what he sees, I guess. Disconnecting, rather. Our hand's not great. We're missing our best cards, but we have enough we should be able to win. Especially when he's used Shupe or Dea already. He's just going to disconnect after seeing our hand. Lovely. Good old Nilfgaard. Nilfgaard never changes. All like stuff gets nerfed and buffed, but you can always count on Nilfgaard players to disconnect. Just an observation. Yep. You see, he clicked the leader there. I feel like he wanted to go with some fun on Damien, but if then he just didn't do the double cross round 1 or round 2. I thought that's what he would go for, but he didn't. Little Chewbacca. Playing some Renfri beasts. No one's fooling me with the Rain Leader. I haven't seen a Rain deck in like 6 months. It's not that I recall. There probably was one, but I don't recall it. We have some setup. We've got both students. You know, this is not too bad of a hand, actually. I don't think he runs movement. That makes him quite a bit better than Amphibious Assault. The problem is he's going to have enough tempo to win this round. We have to be careful about Leticia. We don't want to wait too long on her. I will say, guys, when you play this deck, we, so far, have been drawing access to Leticia and Donamir very consistently. If you don't draw that, the deck's a lot worse. So there's the beginning of the Renfri Beasts. You can remove our Donamir shield, but you know, still play it first.
You'll never need ask me twice.
We have to remember he's got only units. The Kraken movement is one thing that could mess with us. But he can't click that while we still have the Donamir up. Here comes all the points.
Do not look now, my lady.
You should. Yeah, it's better now because he can kill the Secret Service.
Power, unfettered, corrupts both body and mind.
He shouldn't have much hard control. Like maybe there's a Draggery and then there's going to be a Geralt. That should be it. Problem is we can't match these points he's going to generate.
And you shall
The day is nigh.
We really need him to not press the tempo. So we need time for Leticia to get enough He's probably winning this on even. Oh, I'm pretty certain he's going to win this on even at some point, because we're at the Leticia, and the turn after we Leticia, he's going to pass and still be ahead. So we probably would just not forfeit, we'd pass the round, forfeit the round, whatever. There goes the Duregere. Not the Duregere, the Donimir. Now, that should be really all he's got for removal. I guess he could Sea Serpent this at 3.
Bang. Kaboom. Shit, how'd that go?
Gotta go for the Leticia. We can't match his points unless we have the Zeal and stuff. So we have to click it this turn, then let him win on even. As far as our card, let's play this one.
Rubbish in, rubbish out. Pass and forget. Not I.
Sea Serpent Kraken will destroy us here, which is why we had to go for it. Even though we have triggered our Leticia, we don't have enough points here, so we pass on 5. Don't lose on even, which is quite nice. But obviously Renfri's scary. Renfri's scary. We would like to draw our spores for the Proplythominica if we end up with a last say, but I sort of doubt we will. We want to have Shani enhance our range students still. So we have her, which is good. The alumni are good. Spores is nice. I think we keep it here to see if we can earn a last say, and instead we reshuffle. I mean, is he really going to give us a last? He might point slam it. You can always reset a messenger too. I think we put one of these back. So I like having practice. We're really close on targets for the so we only have 1. Go Shani.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe something.
Folks say we live like princesses.
We'll give her a shield.
If only they knew.
We are out of secret services, so if he locks her, he locks her. I want to shield her because it means he can't destroy her with Renfri without the destroy 8. The 6 damage one doesn't kill her. It also means if he kills Shani with a 6, he doesn't kill her. Okay, there's the lock. So he's pushing hard this round. Otherwise, he would not have locked our Shani. Or he could think we have a winch, which we could have. We aren't running it in this deck, but it is a good card. Considering we have a casting contest, I think we will use this. No, we keep waiting. We're up by 1. This is fine. I was debating if we want to protect the Banard student a little bit with it, but he shouldn't be in range of anything. I think problematic at least. We want to use the Amphibious to sell Echo and Alumni, which means we want to use it here. So as is a card we don't want to draw round 3. We'll use it. A little worried about Geralt, but right now we've got 21 and 13. So we're out of Geralt range for now. We will not stay out of Geralt range. We'll get into it. Akusha. Grabbing Messenger. He still has a Kraken, remember. That's why he put the Rain melee. And then that range. Yeah, he's good. He's going to do it. What are we looking at here? He hasn't played Renfri's gang or Renfri yet. Keep in mind the gang hasn't come down. Are in Geralt range. What I think we do is just move this melee, so he can't Geralt us this turn. Because without Geralt, we should be safe. I mean, he can regular Geralt, he can't Igni if he's playing Igni. That's what I mean. Seen a decent number of Ignis lately. Hey look, everyone's favorite card. Okay, so here we've got some alumni players. We've got a Spores that won't do much. You're at 3. You're at 10. I think 10 is plenty. Maybe go with an alumni here. Because we have this next turn, that's not too bad. The practice, we can keep boosting. He should Kraken. If he has it. I guess he won't. It would mess up the R2's student, so I kind of want him to do it. I'm going to go Ulfadin, okay. Ulfadin's such a cool card. My mood is now improved. I'm seeing Ulfadin in his deck rather than just Renfri Seagulls. But as it is, we do that practice makes perfect here. This is at 4, so you want to kill the Kelpie. Want to practice.
They do not fall! Why do they not fall?
I guess if this is Kraken, we don't care. So we hold our order here. Let's go for a bigger alumni. Yep, Renfri. The gang would have gotten him there, but I guess he's not holding it. Chapter Wizards is what we're looking for. We're going to shuffle this guy back so we have a target for the Amphibious Assault. He goes back. We do have Last Say, so we want to keep the Spores in that case. Practice is good, but we're boosting with... I'd rather put it back. Because we're boosting already with Amphibious Assault on the Alumni. We lose a couple points that way. We'd go really tall. I guess maybe there's Ulfadin over Kraken. Probably still has Renfri's gang and such. No Alzur is a little unfortunate. He'd be good here. Open Rune Word. Card's pretty good.
Naturally, of course.
You can run Rune Mage over Alzur as well to get more consistency on the Rune Words. It's not bad. There's Renfri.
I have scores to settle.
Still playable at 2 power. I'm amazed how many Renfri decks we've still seen this season. I thought people would finally give up on her. Yeah, there's the Destroy 8. We knew that was coming. The thing is, Alumni goes to 9. Oh, it goes to 8. So we'd have to Shield Wall it. Shield Walling it puts it in range of Geralt.
Tread carefully, lest this semester be your last.
If we put this back, we can do Amphibious Assault still. I think we just take this. If we can bait a Geralt. We want to use the Gerhardt's order before he has a chance to destroy it. I'm guessing he cut Kraken? Maybe not.
In the end, the seed will swallow all.
Is it worth going for a kill on that? I think it is. And it's really not, though. We should just take the ranged bonus. Oh, we're supposed to leader him, so it goes to 10. That was stupid. I said it earlier, and then we didn't do it. Because now we lose to Geralt, Corrupted.
I fish breath.
Doesn't have it, though.
Dare you, foul swine.
So we're fine. We definitely should have leadered there. Don't do what we just did. We do have the spores on the Corrupted Flaminica. But if he's got Geralt, we don't have a counter. But we know it's Corrupted Flaminica. You run that over Geralt.
You are weak.
If you had Geralt, you would have already used it. GG. We should have been good there. We should have used the leader charge on the Alumni, though. Then he would have no target for his Renfri leader at all. A complete destruction. But we said it and then didn't do it. So that is the deck, guys. Some Alumni mages. It worked out surprisingly well. Usually when I try to play Alumni mages, we just get shut out by stuff. But today, no, it seemed to work today. We also were very lucky with our draws. Keep that in mind. We have Amphibious Assault and Decree. Assault can only find Leticia, but we just kept getting them, so we had access to Donimir Leticia. If you don't have that consistency, it's not going to perform this well, so just keep that in mind. You can also add in Oneiromancy if you want more consistency, but just keep that in mind. We were drawing quite well today. But overall, when the deck works, it works. That's just kind of it. There are some definite counters to this, but it seemed today we didn't run into them. We did play one Raid Warriors, who I thought would counter us, but they only counter you, the Raid Warriors, if they can get through the Donimir, and he guessed he couldn't, so he left the game immediately. But other than that, like, we didn't really run into anything that has the persistent damage and like control output to take us out. Or we didn't run into the decks that had enough points in round 3 that we couldn't just go for our value and win. So, hope you guys enjoyed. This worked out quite well. And we will be back probably not until next season with a new deck, because February is a short month. Although actually that's not true. The season ends not at the end of the month, I don't believe. You know what? We can check. Might as well just check before we get into some deck changes here. But I'm not sure we'll do another deck this season. 2 days left. Yeah, so we'll do the end of season summer because I didn't play enough games. But we'll do the Balance Council review. This will be the last deck of the season. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. As far as changes, I mentioned already you can add Oneiromancy, you can add a Heat Wave, you can cut the Alzur. Necromancy is fantastic. You can run for Necromancy and a Dwin Vyandra or a Maxi or anything you'd really want in 5 over the 2 Secret Services. They didn't really do much for us other than thinning, which is kind of a silent thing. You don't really notice how good your thinning help is until you don't draw it, your good cards, but you can run those as well for sure. As far as the rest, in the 4-person slots, we are running the extra Spores and Siege Ladder. I really like Spores because we don't have Tall Punish in the deck because of the muzzle, so I think Spores is required. If you're going to run Heat Wave instead, you can cut the Spores, I think. And then the Siege Ladder, I think the movement's really good, but there's always the option of Winch. Winch works quite well in here. It works well on exactly Shanny, which is why we didn't run it here because it's only on Shanny, but it's a consideration. So is Vial of Forbidden Knowledge. It's a good setup protection. So those are the options, I think. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's pretty fun to play. Alumni mages are really fun when they work and just like feel terrible when they don't work. And on the both sides of the game, which is something just wrong with the cards, I guess. There's nothing I can do to fix that, I don't think. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was fun to play, and we will see you next time.